What is up, guys? It's Ryan with DP Marketing.Services and author on the book on marketing, digital marketing. Let's try that again. Author on the book on digital marketing for plumbing and HVAC contractors. Also, the host of Blue Collar CEO. Man, it's hard to get all this stuff out. I'm sorry. I need more of this. Hope you're doing good, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, coming at you with a video for a topic that's a little bit nerdy, but something that we see a lot kind of in different sort of conversations that we're in. So look, okay, so this will be an SEO sort of topic. One of the common misconceptions is that all web traffic is going to result in leads, or at least all web traffic is trying to get you leads. And while that's ultimately the goal for you, right? You want phone calls, you want your job board full, like totally makes sense. On the other hand, that's not the entire type of traffic that's available on the internet. Here's what I mean. Statistically speaking, when you're a plumbing and HVAC home services company, there are two types of searches that you need to be mindful of. So these are two different types of customer, like if you've heard us talk about the customer funnel, like the conversion funnel, these customers are in two very different spots. The first spot is going to be informational. So these are customers who aren't looking to hire somebody. They're just looking for information to a question. They're looking for a guide. They're looking for an instructional video. So common types of searches like this are going to be like, how do I light the pilot light on my water heater? So, right. So these people aren't looking for water heater repair. They're not looking to hire someone to come out and light the pilot light. They're just trying to get an answer to the question, how do I do X? And those things can be all kinds of things, right? How do I prep my plumbing for winter? How do why is my HVAC system blowing cold air in the winter? So there's a number of searches. These are informational. The very nature of informational searches is going to be that these people are not leads, or at least not yet, and maybe not ever. But that doesn't mean that helping answer those questions is bad. So when you provide content on your Facebook page, on your blog, on your website that answers these sort of how-to questions, you're positioning yourself as the expert in your area, right? So customers in your specific town know that you provide helpful, reliable information consistently about things that they have questions about. You can actually attract people that are outside of your area, and that's totally okay too. The point is, these types of searches are not leads. They are not customers. They are not written for that type of customers, and that's okay. That's totally okay. There is a sort of SEO strategy that can be leveraged with that sort of informational content to help get backlinks, but that's not really the point of this particular conversation. It's just basically answering the idea that of the people doing an informational search, they're not going to become a lead, but that doesn't mean that answering the questions in a helpful way is a bad idea. So go ahead, provide helpful content to help your customers understand the value you provide, even if you're not selling, right? The other type of search that's really common online for home service companies is going to be called a transactional search. So these are searches where the intent of the searcher is to hire somebody. So really obvious examples would be plumber near me or AC repair near me. These people are intent on making a decision. And so if you haven't picked up yet, kind of the nuance here is intent. What is the intention of the searcher when they're typing these things into Google or Bing or whatever their search engine of choice is? When they're doing a transactional search, hell yes, those are customers. We want to make sure we're doing everything we can to compete well, to get those people to book and become a lead. Those are the people that are going to pay your bills to keep your lights on. But informational, probably not. So just keep in mind that not every type of web traffic is good. Not that it's bad, but the ones that we really want to focus on, obviously, are the ones that are going to be in transactional sort of queries. Those are the type of queries that are going to make you money. Informational queries are helpful, right? They're just not going to convert into $1. And that's okay. There is a third type of category that isn't really commonly used in home services. It's called a directional search, and that's what you would do if you're trying to like find how to get to somewhere. Most of the shops we work with don't really have a meaningful local brick and mortar. But I'm curious to hear from you because I know a lot of people are like, hey, we want web traffic. Web traffic should be up, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes, yes, but sometimes the easiest web traffic to get is going to be informational searches because you're answering questions. but those aren't exactly becoming paying customers, right? So web traffic is fine, but that's not really the goal. The goal is to get leads, which are going to be the transactional searches. But you can't just sell yourself saying hire me, hire me, hire me all the time. People tune you out. So it's really important when you're designing social content, when you're designing web content, to include meaningful content for both types of intentions that your customer has. Some's going to be informational, just like here's answering common questions and showing them guides on how to do it. And someone's going to be transactional. You want to make sure that you are easy to call and you are positioning yourself to be able to call and book fast. So I'm curious to hear from you. How have you thought about the difference between informational and transactional before? And if so, how do you target your content to those different sorts of customer intent? I would love to hear what you're doing. So as always, leave a comment below, follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. It's good to see you guys. We'll see you next time.